Welcome back once again for a message from our divine compassionate guides. My name is Julianne Duffy. My purpose is to live, speak, and seek the truth in all forms to help reconnect humanity to its highest form of authenticity. And my messages are meant to help heal and serve those that come across them. Today, I'm going to continue in the line of questioning about the Elohim. So if you're not sick of it yet, we're continuing on. And my question I wanted to ask for the collective consciousness is those that choose not to spiritually evolve right now. How do we, those that are working through this path, working on the truth, working on spiritually evolving ourselves, that we are no longer under the control of this darkness, how do we function and deal with them? Those that aren't willing to take these steps, choose the different direction, and want to go in this conflict that is being greatly created. So I hope this message today will help heal and serve you in the most divine way. I am pulling from the Starseed Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. And let's find out what one card the guides have to telling us how we should go forward with others that are not willing to do the work and don't see the value at this moment. Karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. I feel like right off the bat, the basic message is we're all choosing our karmic path. And we have to allow it, and we have to allow them go through their soul growth through this conflict, even if we don't want to witness it. It's a karmic life choice. We do have divine. The divine does control this realm, but we still do have some free will on whether we decide to go through our path, our spiritual path, and start awakening and making those better choices of evolving here. And you can choose not to do that and continue to have more conflict. Well, let's dive into this message a little bit more to get the full view of our karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, and soul growth. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many starseeds who were part of this cosmic history are incarnated on Earth right now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. So this might be a relationship from ancient times that they're dealing with. And perhaps we're one of them. And we are. We're dealing with it in our different level of our karmic. Polarity, there we go, causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, the conflict can also result in unity and growth. I like that. So the conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind and see things from a different point of view. When we go into a reactive, second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual grounds. So I feel like this is reminding us that we were once not awakened. We were once asleep as well. And we have to really come from that point of understanding of that empathy. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than to grow further apart. Yet, that's the invitation of conflict. So it's really guiding us to become closer to those that are struggling through this conflict and help us grow and assist them. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see from a different point of view? So the point of view that they're not at that conscious awareness, that instead of fighting each other, we should be looking at the mutual enemy. And they're not there yet. And we're going to have to be the strongest spiritual beings we can. How can we see the innocence of all involved? That they've been brainwashed. We've all been brainwashed. We've been under a spell for many generations. And how can we learn to see the similarities rather than the difference? Maybe it's us reflecting that we were once too asleep. Maybe not always as deep as some of them, but we too are not perfect and have had many moments where we were falling for the lies and believed the lies. I know I did. I know that was also why I started questioning the lies, is they were so unbelievable. But that's my karmic journey, and in this realm, it's going to be different than somebody else's. And our awakening is going to be different. And theirs may be full of conflict. And we have to be the strong spiritual beings we are here to heal and help others through this challenge. And some of the questions we can ask ourselves, this is an inquiry card. Which relationships do we find the most challenging? How can we see things from a different perspective? And how are we being called to allow growth through the conflict? How can we assist? And how can we allow ourselves to grow through assisting those that don't want to do the work, that aren't ready to do this work? And maybe that's part of this Orion energy from their karmic previous lives. This is that time where they're going to have to go through it. And are we strong enough? And can we be those empathic spiritual beings helping to release the conflict as much as we can? We can't control other beings, other humans, other people. We can be there as lights, showing that there's a better way. It's a beautiful message of how to deal with this as we go forward. Again, without pushing our beliefs, being able to see from their point of view and allow them to go through the challenges and the conflicts that they may have to go through, which is going to be different than our own. As always, my intention is this message will assist you for today. And if you haven't, please do like, share, and subscribe. And until tomorrow, which will be a pick a card, a true pick a card, have a beautiful day. Namaste.